My friends, it's your buddy Tactical. Good to see y'all again. Today I'm going to do a vid on some neck knives. Now I don't have a bunch of neck knives, but I got about 9 different ones. I do have like 1 or 2 I think hiding somewhere. But hey. So I got 9 here to show you. Different options, different price ranges. Now these ain't the only ones, that's for sure. Because there's a bazillion of them out there. And some people wouldn't consider it a neck knife, and that might be true too. It depends on you. You know, you can go super light, super discreet, ultra flat, you know, without handle scales or anything, or you can go bulky and big. It depends on your environment and where you are, what you need. So, you know, you can go from BK13, something ultra tiny, ultra thin. Ain't gonna do a whole bunch with it, but it is a knife. If you gotta be discreet, you're in the city, you got one of those jobs, you might need that. If you're out in the woods and you don't mind like a heavy neck knife, you could go as crazy as something like this. Z2 121. It's not a neck knife, but it is kind of small enough you could sport it if you don't mind the weight. You know what I'm saying? You could do that. But a lot of people, whoa, way too heavy. Oh, this is options. I'm just showing you options. You know, I'm not going to have every option. So if you say this one, that one, yeah, cool. Sorry, I ain't got it. So I'm just going to show you what I got. So we got those. Like I said, BK13, BK11. This thing is like one of the Hall of Fame freaking neck knives. I got my own edge on there. I think it's 4,000 grit, nasty sharp. My card of scales, super sweet. This is, I think, in the $60 range, or close. BK13, you can get this for under 20 bucks without the handle scales. There is handle scales, optional. CRKT Minimalist. They come in different varieties of shapes, the blades, Bowie, clip point, drop point, different stuff. I got the clip point version. Good handle shape, but really little. It depends on the size. How big do you want? Do you want something that's a 2-inch blade, or do you need a 3-inch blade? And I think that was high 20s, if not 30 bucks. How much do you got to spend? How much do you want to spend? Cold Steel, they make some. Kiridashi, you want something for more, you know, urban, battle, defensive. This thing's pretty cool. G10, I believe it's Oz 8, good handle grip. You want something more for the woods. Cold Steel, about the same price. I think these are around 30 bucks, maybe a little less, 28. The Skinner, that's perfect for outdoor stuff. Nice sweeping blade, good for the name, it's skinning. You could use it for defense too. Good handle shape, G10, aggressive. You can't get 4 fingers, but it's a neck knife, and you got enough purchase on that. So, you know, those are in, like I said, $30 range. Under 20, about 60, about 30, maybe a little bit less. Schrade. This is the SCHF. I gotta look, there's so many numbers. They always go by numbers. 16. This is cheap. This is about 20 bucks, and this is kind of like almost like a full-size neck knife. It's decent size, good grip, G10. You know, it's not totally discreet because look how thick it is. Depends what you need. What do you need? Everybody needs something different, right? You want something super discreet because that's way too bulky. You don't mind going a little smaller. Here's the new the new Spyderco ARK. The Always Ready knife. Sweet little blade, VG10, super thin, super dinky. This might be more for you. This is pretty expensive. This is 60 something bucks too, 63. Now, price don't matter. You don't really care. You just want something cool. I shouldn't even say this because I don't even think you can get this no more. I shouldn't even show this, but I'll show it anyways. Blackjack 155 neck knife. This is my favorite one I got. This is expensive. Now, I can't remember without the scales, but with the scales, this thing was like 90 bucks. I know, way too much, but it is 154 cm. It's a superior steel to any of these I showed you. It's got a convex grind, which is superior for strength. You're out there in the woods, you can even use that little hole to lock you in. This thing's pretty cool. This is my favorite neck knife. But 90 bucks, and try to get one. You might be able to. High five. I hope you do. But if not, like I said, you could go monster size. I can't even remember how much this thing was. 100 and something, 200 ZTs. They're freaking expensive. So what are my picks if it just comes down to it? Okay, price. If there is no price, and you can find one, the Blackjack 155 neck knife is my favorite. I'm not saying these are the best, but these are my best, my favorite. If money don't count, I choose that. That's my neck knife. If you can't spend a bunch of money, but you can spend some, 50, 60 bucks. Out of these, it'd have to be the Ka-Bar BK11. That'd be my next choice. If I couldn't spend 90 bucks, if I could spend 60 with the scales, this would be the next one. It's got the can opener. This thing's freaking cool. So I wouldn't, unless you got to be discreet. If you got to be discreet, it's about the same price, but it's then little. But for me, I'm not always worrying about hiding my stuff. Sometimes, but most of the time not. And if I do, I got that. If money's a concern, strapped on dough. I know how this is. Out of these, well, if you want to be concealed and hidden, CRKT Minimalist. If you're worried about the print, people seeing it, but if you ain't worried about it, it's something for outdoors, I choose this Schrade SCHF 16. Super cheap, decent size. I've tested this, I've batoned it. It worked good. So, those are my choices for a different price range of what I have. Like I said, there's a bazillion other ones out there. I wish I had them all. But sorry, I don't. Thanks so much for stopping by. Until the next time we meet.